G'day folks, Palmy here at Jomtien Beach, down near Jomtien, the quiet end. It's a nice day here, it's a bit windy, it's 34 degrees. It's a little hazy, or a fair bit hazy actually, it's a bit hard to see a long distance. But it's a nice sunny day. Anyway, my buffalo's sick. My grandmother died, I need to pay for her funeral. And all this kind of nonsense, guys. That's what you'll hear over here if you're not careful. So guys, what I'm going to say to you in this video is this is about guys being stupid and doing their dough and getting in all kinds of trouble. Now, guys, people tell me all the time that I'm living the dream and you know, living in Thailand is, you know, the ultimate blah, blah, blah. Well, maybe it is, and maybe I'm just lucky, you know, and, you know, like I do have a good life here. I got a lot of people from Australia and that come and see me and say g'day, and I make a lot of friends, which is really, really good because at home in Australia, you know, it wasn't like that. You know, I had my riding group, my motorbike riding group that I used to hang out with. They were great guys and I used to love them. Spending weekends with that. But sort of a lot of people were like me and went to work and just looked for the weekends. And you know, a lot of people go to clubs and meet their mates or go for rides like I did, and that's pretty much all they had. Once they reach a certain sort of age and kids grow up and you might break up with your missus and stuff like that, so life becomes a bit empty, you know. So, you know, coming here and doing what happened to me was really pretty good. But guys, it's not going to happen to everybody, and it doesn't happen to everybody. So, you know, I see guys and I hear stories all the time, and I know a guy that was, I personally know a guy that's lost everything. He hasn't got any money. He works works in a paddock, like with a hoe, for 400 baht a day, so for $16 a day at 62 years old. You know, and the poor bugger's lost everything, and he's not likely to get it back at all. So, you know, a ruined life, a shattered life, you know, like how long is he going to be like that? How long can, you know, what's he going to do? Well, poor old bugger's got no future, no nothing. So, guys, when you come to Thailand, right, have your wits about you. Don't be stupid. Now, okay, Thailand's a magical place. You come here, you can have a ball, get treated like a king. There's plenty of people that are great people, and you meet plenty of great people. But also, guys, there's the services. The services are bars and bar girls. Now, my bar doesn't have bar girls as such. My girls are waitresses, and so they're not after your money. They just come to work, get a wage, and go home. But most bars are full of bar girls, right? And their intention is, right, is to look after you, treat you well, to take you home, and to get money off you for sex. Yeah, so their intention is to, you know, take you home, get money off you for sex, and they can earn a lot more money by having sex with you than they can by working their normal job. So that is their job, to get customers, to go home, have sex, and earn a decent wage. So the problem being here is a lot of guys come here and they're absolutely smitten by these girls. They're thinking to themselves, wow, you know, I've never come across anything like this. This girl is awesome. She's so nice. She's so friendly. She's so willing to do anything. Nothing's a drama for her. You know, and they fall head over heels, like on the first girl they meet. They think this is the one. Well, guys, they're all like that. Everyone's the one, you know. So stop thinking that. Stop doing it. Okay, take her home one time, and then, yeah, don't do it. Have the day off. Go to another place. Look around, guys, because, you know, everyone is the one. So go to another bar. Check out another girl if you know, want to check it out. Do that. Go to other places, you know, check them all out, because every bar has a Mrs. Wonderful, you know, that great girl that you've been looking for your whole life. I'm telling you, you can walk down the street and they're everywhere. So guys, don't fall for the first one. Now you think you clicked with one and had a good spark, that's great, but you know what, she's probably had that spark with everybody, not just you. Wow. Just watching the storm, guys. There's big lightning strikes down back there. Okay, so do yourself a favour, guys. Don't fall for the first girl, because you know what? She's a bar girl. That's what she does for a living. That's what she does every night. And every night there's somebody special, not just you. So just remember that, okay? Okay, guys, so now you've got that sorted out. I just hope I don't get struck by lightning here. Sunny up here, but there's a storm down the other end of the beach. Yeah, so now that you're not going to make that mistake and take a bar girl home and fall in love with her, you're probably going to be good. But no, you're not. You are going to take that girl home, and she's going to come home with you for days, and she's going to live with you the whole time that you're in Thailand. And you're going to fall for this girl something hard, and she's going to say, oh, darling, I need to buy this. Can you give me some money? And you're going to say, oh, my love, of course I can. And it's not going to be a drama. You're going to look at your money situation and think, wow, I've got stacks of money over here. Everything's so cheap. And it's not going to be a problem. So you're going to have the best week or 2 weeks of your life, and you're going to be smitten, and that's going to be it. You know, smitten, you're in love, and I see it, guys. I see it all the time now. I hooked up with a couple of Thai girls, and you know, they were pretty good, and I never had any dramas with them. But let me tell you, I've seen plenty of people who did. Okay, guys, so you've had the best 2 weeks of your life. You're at home now, and you're planning your next trip to go and see your new love, okay? So you're sending her money, and I don't know how much you're sending her. That's something that you and her have worked out. And she's a bar girl. But what you don't know is while you're home and you can't wait to get back to your new love, is that, you know, she's just going with another fella, or many other fellas, you know. She's told you, oh, I'll go back home to the farm and blah, blah, blah. But she's not going back home to the farm, guys. She's there to make money. Now, in the odd occasion, you might get one that's telling you the truth. But, guys, I would say, on most occasions, they're not telling you the truth, guys. They're just going back to work. They want to make as much money as they can. They're hoping to meet somebody else. And, mate, they may even have somebody like you already who's sending them money. And there's a good chance that's the case, guys. So, you know, so you got to be really, really smart. Now, how you tell that, I don't know. But what I would tend to do, guys, is not go for bar girls. You know, bar girls, there's 67 million people in Thailand, and they say that there's, 700,000 bar girls or prostitutes. So there's plenty of other girls to meet, guys. Now, you can get on dating sites, and there are some good girls on there, but there's plenty of bar girls and that use dating sites for their hookups too. So you just got to be really, really careful, guys. So, look, don't be a gullible goose when you come here, guys, because you know what? You're going to come undone. You're going to come undone a beauty. Okay, guys, so it's a couple of months later. Now you're back in Thailand. You're back to see your girl, and you walk in, and the spark's not there straight away. But, you know, you spend a couple of hours with her, and it's back, and everything's good, and, you know, you're smitten. Yeah, and you're thinking, wow, what's going on? And anyway, so this time around, you're going to do a bit of travelling with her. She wants to take you back to the family. She wants to introduce you to her parents. Now, on the way home to the parents' place, you know, I don't know how you're going to get there, but you're going to get there. Now, she's going to make you fork out for the family. You're going to have to buy some expensive scotch and stuff like that for the father or the uncle or whoever. You're going to have to buy seafood. You're going to be forking out for a big feed. So there's going to be food and all that kind of stuff. And you're going to be paying for it, guys. And you're thinking, wow, this is great. Now I'm part of the family. You know, she's so proud of me. She wants me to meet the family. But that's not the case, guys. She's taking you home to say, look what I've got. I've got a cash cow, you know, and I'm doing it. You know, next thing you know, she'll probably start saying, hey, darling, you know, just to make it our commitment solid or whatever, why don't you buy me some gold and stuff like that. That way I'll really know that you care for me and all these kinds of things. And that's what they do, guys. And before you know it, you'll be buying them gold and doing all kinds of stuff. And guys, I'm telling you this because this is what people have told me. Now, like I said, I've been lucky and I haven't had this, you know, but it has happened. So you've gone for this trip and you've gone with your girl, and it's cost you a fortune because you've gone everywhere and nothing's too good for your girl now. You know, she's whatever, and you're Mr. 2-week millionaire, you know, from Australia or America or Canada or wherever you're from, England. And, yeah, so, you know, life's really, really good, right? So you go back home again, right? So you're at home and you're missing this girl. Okay, so now there's a couple of ways this can go. If you're one of the lucky ones, now this can go well, and you're back home. You know, she can't wait to see you, and every time you ring her, you know, she's on the phone, and you know, she's telling you she is where she's telling you where she is. Sorry, guys. Okay, but the other way this goes is you can't get her. She's nearly impossible to get. You've got to ring her at certain times, and then she'll tell you she'll ring you back, and all this kind of stuff. And that's because she's still working, guys. And then you'll get her and she's in bad moods and stuff because she's half asleep. She's been out all night, partying and drinking and stuff like that. And she'll tell you, I just feel sick, darling. I'm not well, I've got my periods, or I've got this, or I've got that, blah, blah, blah. And it can go like that. So then, you know, you might be getting played, guys. Now, if you're getting played, you know, you've got to catch her. And how do you catch her? You can't catch her. You're on the other side of the world. But if she's really, really hard to contact and stuff like that, guys, chances are she's playing you. So just remember that. Chances are she is playing you. Now, if she's easy to contact and, you know, you can get her any time and stuff like that, well, chances are she's a good girl and she's probably doing, you know, what she said she was doing. You know, but just be aware, guys. Don't be a stupid idiot and think, oh, yeah, you know, oh, she's just busy, or she's just this, or she's just that. Because, guys, you're the one that's going to cost. You know, we only get old ones, guys, and I see people that have lost all their money, and I don't like seeing that, so it's a real tragic tale, you know, but it is what it is. Okay, guys, so it's your third time back. Now you're coming back, and everything's good. And you're the lucky one. You meet your girl, and she's happy, and things are good. And you're talking about settling down and how you're going to do it and all that. And life's looking good. And you might be one of the lucky guys. Yeah, everything good. Life's fantastic. Yeah, good on you. And you know, like there are some fantastic ladies here, right? But you might be one of the unlucky ones, guys. You know, number 5 of like man number 5 for the girl, and so you might be number 5 and you might know it, but yeah, so guys, you're getting played some more and more and more, and she's just going to string you along. Now you get back over here, like I said, and she says, let's buy a business, or let's buy a car, or let's buy a condo, or she'll want a house. She won't want a condo, and because it's a house, it won't be in your name, right? So business won't be in your name, house won't be in your name, so you think, oh yeah, I love this girl, blah, blah, blah. And all good, so you buy a business and a house, right? And it's in her name, right? So you're thinking, wow, I've got a business and a house, and, you know, we've got our life happening. We're going to go spend our life together. How lucky am I? You know, so you have another great time. You know, that's really, really exciting. And then all of a sudden you go home again, you know, it's time to go home. So, you know, it's all set up, but then you've got to organise, you know, your retirement. So is it time to retire yet, or are you going to work some more or whatever? That's up to you. So the bottom line is, okay, so you got to work out what's going on. So a lot of guys pull the pin at this stage and say, okay, well, I'm going to go over and live with my girl. I bought a house or bought a whatever, because they're cheap over here, guys, let's face it. You know, a condo's 2 or 3 million for a basic one, or one out in the country is pretty cheap. It's only the ones that are on the beach or in Bangkok and that are expensive. So, you know, you got somewhere to live. And, okay, so you've got the house, and you've got the business, and everything's in her name, and you've got a car, and she wants that in her name too. You know, and you think, oh, everything's okay, no problems. And, you know, you live in your life, and all of a sudden it's not so good anymore. You start fighting, just like any couple. You know, you're in each other's faces and stuff like that. And then it starts turning to shit. Well, then, you know, this girl's getting detached, and you know, like what can happen in a normal world, you know, and things aren't so good. Well, the problem here is, guys, you've already bought her a house in her name, a car in her name, a business in her name. Now, if this all goes pear-shaped, you've lost everything, guys. You know, and that's what happens, and that's what happens here. And that's why you can't be a mug, guys. Now, if you come here and, you know, you hook up with a girl, you know, buy a condo, don't buy a house. You can have a condo. Now, you can. The rule is 49% vacancy in condos here. You know, you can buy, a friend can buy a condo, you just can't buy anything on the ground. Okay, so business, you know, business is, you know, you're either going to have to work out something with a lawyer to make a loan or whatever, but a business is going to be in her name, right? Unless you go through all the Thai stuff and set up a business properly in a company over here. So, and then the same with the car, you know, once she puts it into her name, it's pretty much hers. So guys, what I'm saying to you is just be careful. You know, don't be the goose that that pays for the sick buffalo and does his ass. You know, Thailand's a great place, and there's, you know, I love living here, and it should be great for everybody to live here. Now, there's lots of good girls here, but at the end of the day, if you're stupid and you fall for a bar girl or whatever, there's a good chance you're going to get scammed out of everything. Now, you know, like I said, dating sites are an option, guys. You can meet some nice girls. I know some guys that have met some nice girls over here. But have your wits about you, guys. Don't jump into anything. You know, just do what you'd normally do in Australia, but just be a lot more careful, guys, because you could come unglued. Now, I'm going to get out of here, guys, because there's lightning just up there. It's going to be a big storm, so I'm going to ride to the bar and hide from this.